Packs into play. MiniWarGaming's Beat Map Batrep.
Welcome back to Beat Map Batrep. This is turn 5 of the Tyranids vs. Blood Angels battle report. Tyranids turn 5, of course. And we are rolling for night fighting, and night fighting does come into play. That's the word I'm looking for. So I don't know if that's going to hurt me or him more. I think it might hurt him more because he really wants to shoot me down, and I really want to get in close combat with him. But both sides have shooting, so I think it's going to affect both of us here. Moving into position here, casting Enfeeble on those from the Turbogon, and he does not deny the Witch, so they are enfeebled. And then he moves up, as well as the Hive Tyrant, getting to better position to fire and then charge all these guys. We got the Hive Guard firing at the attack bites, getting 6 attacks, only hitting 3 times, unfortunately, managing to inflict a couple of wounds, but he does get a save, and he makes both of them, so no luck there. And then the Termagants are going to be running, rather than just moving. The Turbogon then tries to cast Enfeeble on, or Smite on them, because he doesn't need to enfeeble them. And he does not deny the Witch, so we get, basically the Smite is Assault 4, Strength 4, AP 2. That's also Biomancy. But unfortunately, I did not manage to wound him at all. Then the 4 Termagants take pot shots because, hey, you never know, and we're far enough in the game that I need to take every shot that I can get. I do manage a wound, and he makes his 2+ armor save, so he's good. Then we got the Tyranids. He's actually got 2 sprays and a blast. So the blast scatters just a little bit, managing to hit the 2 Assault Marines and 2 Terminators. It was targeted on a Terminator, though, because that's what I have to do for the next one. And he does fail one of the saves. And he fails to feel no pain, so one of them goes down, and that is a point, because there's a Sanguinary Priest in there and the last of the Assault Squad, so that brings the score up even further for me. And then I'm attacking with all the other sprays and the blasts. There's all sorts of different colored dice in here because it's different strengths and rending, but he makes all of his saves, and he's perfectly fine. And then the Hive Tyrant fires, hoping to deal as much damage as he possibly can, and he makes that save. And then the Hive Tyrant fires his Heavy Venom Cannon, which he should have done at the same time. So sorry, that was the Turbogon firing, and he does not manage to do any wounds. And he still makes all of his saves, so he's doing pretty well with that. And then I fire the Twin Link Devours, which we should have done all at the same time, but that's okay. And then he has to make that many saves, and he still makes every save. That's the nice thing about a 2+ save. Then we charge in. I challenge his Sergeant to a combat because I want the extra points. He does not decline because he wants to be able to attack as much as possible. And here we hit... No, sorry, that was the impact hits at first, and they did not manage to do any damage. So then the monstrous creatures are going at the same time as his guys, so we're just going to resolve them all with my guys going first. Since my guys are monstrous creatures, he only gets his 5+ invulnerable save, but he only manages to lose 1 guy to that, so he's doing pretty well. All 4 get to attack back. They focus all their attacks on the Turbogon, hoping to kill him, but unfortunately they only do 4 wounds. They only needed 2s. Actually, sorry, they needed 4s because they're enfeebled. That means with their double strength, they're at strength 6 with the Thunderhammer. And then the fight with the Hive Tyrant. The Hive Tyrant gets to go first, and he, of course, kills him because that's 3 invulnerable saves that the guy failed. So that's an extra point for the trait. That brings us up to 9-9. So now it is tie game going into Blood Angel's turn 5. So he needs to get ahead and then hope that the turn ends. So he runs his Assault Marine, which is a scoring guy. That's right, he killed the Sanguinary Priest to keep the Assault Marine because Assault Marine is scoring, which means if he goes into my deployment, at the end of the game he gets a Line Breaker point, which at this point is going to make a big difference. Dreadnoughts fire at these Termagants, hoping to get the extra point right there. Thankfully they get Twin Linked, but it is night fighting right now, so I do get a really good cover save, and only 1 dies. It's a 3+ cover save at this distance because behind the Turbogon it's 5+ +2 for being shrouded. And I get that as well. And I make 3 more cover saves, and those 2 survive. His attack bikes then fire, and manage only 1 wound, and I make... Sorry, there's different cover saves there, so I actually had to roll them separately. So 1 survives, denying him the kill point. He runs to make sure he's in my deployment side. The Hive Tyrant then attacks. There's nobody else to challenge, so he just goes ahead with his regular attacks. Does not smash, because he doesn't need to, because he's already enfeebled. And he actually single-handedly kills all the Terminators, giving me a point, bringing it to 10-9. So end of round 5, I am in the lead because, yes, he has a Line Breaker point, but so do I on the other side with my Turbogon and my Termagants at least up there, even if the Turbogon's not quite in. So it's technically 11-10 if the game were at end right now. So on a 3+, the game is going to continue. So does it continue? It does. So we're going into turn 6. So this is maybe his last chance in order for him to be able to come back and take an extra point, but I get to go first. Termagant moves up. That one Termagant moves up. That Tyrannifex goes after that scoring unit, because not only will that be a point, but that'll deny him a point. So it's almost like 2 points to kill that guy. Hiveguard move up, getting ready to engage these attack bikes. The Termagants move up into the Ironbark Woods so that if he fires back at them, I get a 3+ cover save. So that'll be really nice. If he's more than 12 inches away, it'll be 2+ cover save because of night fighting. So trying to just kind of get as much as I possibly can in there. Fortunately, did not do any damage. The Termagant then takes perils when he casts Enfeeble on the attack bikes, but he still gets it off, so we're good. Oh, sorry, Smite. He's casting Smite on the attack bikes. Forgot that they were toughness 5, so I should have cast Enfeeble on them instead. The Termagants then fire into the bikes as well, and they manage only 1 wound, which he saves. So those attack bikes are surviving. The Hiveguard then fire. They hit on 3s and wound on 2s, thankfully. And they manage 5 wounds, but he does get his 3+ cover, or 3+ armor, and he makes all of them except for 1. So all that shooting did not manage to do much to them. Hive Tyrant then fires his Venom Cannon into him, but it scatters back. Thankfully only 2 inches, so it still manages to hit the Dreadnought. Strength 9 hit on the front, and then the Devourers fire as well. I managed 1 glancing, 1 penetrating. He does get cover. I think at this point it's a 3+, and I get the penetrating hit, but not the glancing hit. So he's down a hull point. And also that's a 4, so that's a weapon destroyed, so he loses 1 of his 2 arms, and he's down to 2 out of 3 of his hull points. Then the Termagant fires into the attack bikes. I think he's casting Smite right now. Yes, they fail to deny the Witch, and then he fires. He gets to reroll the 1s because he's near the Hive Tyrant. Only manages 2 hits. 2 wounds, though, so a 3+ save. Sorry, it's Strength 4 versus Toughness 5, so no wounds there. Then we got double templates all the way with the Tyrannifex onto the Assault Marine. Manages to do lots of 2 wounds, but does not kill him because he makes a save. So he just charges it and instead says, okay, I'll just take you on in close combat. Because he's got 6 wounds and a 2+ armor save. So not likely that he's going to be able to do much there. So what is going on here? The Termagant actually manages to get in there, even though he fired Overwatch. So I made him go first just to try to soak up the Overwatch fire. We forgot to do the Overwatch fire over here. He actually manages 2 hits with his... or was that 2 hits? No, sorry, this is a close combat. And he does not manage to wound the Tyrannifex at all. And then I hit him back and kill him. So that's another point for me, and he loses his line breaker, so that's a pretty big deal. And then this fight over here with the attack bikes, we have the Hiveguard attacking. Sorry, he's attacking the Hiveguard because he has the higher initiative. And then he's attacking the Termagant, trying to kill him off and get that last point. And I do fail my save, so that's another point for him. So we both got points, so it's 11 to 10 because I got a point and he got a point. Then I get to hit him, try to take out these attack bikes as best as I can, but only manage, I think that's 3 wounds there. Oh, that's all I need though. So that gives me another point, bringing it up to 12 to 10, which brings us into Blood Angels turn 6. Can he come back? He's only got 2 Dreadnoughts to fire. He fires at the Termagant to try to take it down, and he makes it. Kills the Termagant. That's 1 more point, brings it 12 to 11. Attacks the Hiveguard, hoping to do as much damage as he can there. But I do get to make my cover save, so he kills all but 1. And that is game. He concedes at that point. So I hope that you enjoyed that battle report.
Fantastic time, Matt. Thank you very much.
Final score. We didn't show this at the end. I got line breaker as well. We decided to end on turn 6.
Yeah.
He just conceded.
We dusted, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't roll because even if we continued and you killed 2 more things, that would have tied it up. But if I killed 1 of your Dreadnoughts...
Yeah. No, it was done and dusted, absolutely.
It'd be difficult.
Really well played, Matt. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
I haven't had a game that intense and that long for a long time, so that was great.
Yeah, brilliant.
So I come all the way from England. He sure brought a good game.
At least I held the UK.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I didn't get hammered, yeah.
To the last man. So I hope that you enjoyed that. Vault members, of course, stay tuned for the post-game show where we're going to talk more about the tactics and look at more at his Blood Angels army and everything else. And of course, stay tuned for more Beatmap Batrep's 40K Fantasy and War Machine coming your way. Happy wargaming.